Living with diabetes means that your gut is extremely sensitive to what you eat. It doesn't take much for it to become inflamed and bring more complications to your diabetes, such as blood sugar spike, indigestion, or cholesterol. As a diabetic, you want to look after your gut. The gut and its microbiome are the body's ecosystem, where millions of bacteria live. To maintain the health of the gut microbiome, experts have been raving about the power of probiotic-rich drinks. Probiotics are microorganisms that replenish the bacterial diversity found in our gut. Consuming probiotic-rich drinks implies that our gut is healthy enough to absorb the right nutrients and properly process waste. And for diabetics, that often means increased insulin sensitivity and better blood glucose control. There are two probiotic-rich drinks that have grown in popularity, and that is apple cider vinegar and kombucha. Both have shown impressive results on gut health, but are they right for people living with diabetes? And if so, which one is the better option? Let's find out. In this video, we're fermenting the data on the nutrition, the benefits, and the downsides of apple cider vinegar and kombucha for diabetics. Get ready for a sour showdown. But before we dive in, can you do us a favor and like this video, ring the bell for future notifications, and make sure to subscribe to the Diabetics Talk channel for more help managing diabetes. Plus, stick around to find out how you can get 2 free gifts. And now it's time for apple cider vinegar versus kombucha. Which one is better for diabetics? First up, contender number 1, apple cider vinegar. With its sour and pungent taste, apple cider vinegar might not be your first choice of drink. But if you're watching this, you may have heard that it offers impressive health benefits thanks to its probiotics. Let's take a look at the nutritional facts of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is made from a combination of apple juice and yeast. The fermentation process turns the apple sugar into vinegar, creating acetic acid full of healthy bacteria. And you might be thinking, is apple cider vinegar full of sugar? Well, not quite. Apple cider vinegar is mainly made of acids. While experts note that organic versions might also contain some strands of plant protein and enzyme antioxidant, apple cider vinegar doesn't come with any vitamins, minerals, or sugar. Its impressive health properties solely remain in the acids it contains. According to scientific researches, acetic acid may kill harmful bacteria, decrease inflammation, support weight loss, and promote blood sugar control. A study conducted in Sweden noted that the acetic acid found in apple cider vinegar reduced blood sugar post-meal by slowing down the emptying of the stomach. Another report observed similar results, noting that acetic acid decreased the activity of enzymes responsible for metabolizing carbohydrates. So while apple cider vinegar doesn't offer much nutritional value, it seems to be a powerful source of probiotics that can help regulate the gut. But does it truly help diabetics? And if so, how? Let's dig a little deeper and explore the benefits of apple cider vinegar for diabetics. Apple cider vinegar is so popular because it is shown to tackle many aspects of health that impact diabetics, including weight maintenance, heart and gut health, and blood glucose. Several studies have noted that apple cider vinegar can increase the feeling of fullness, and as a result, decrease calorie intake throughout the day. One study in 175 obese adults noted that consuming 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar daily for 3 months reduced belly fat and increased weight loss. For diabetics, it can be challenging to maintain a healthy weight as the body struggles to process nutrients properly. So while more research is needed regarding apple cider vinegar and weight loss, this suggests that the fermented drink can aid with healthy weight maintenance. As a diabetic, maintaining a healthy weight keeps your symptoms such as blood glucose, blood lipids, and insulin resistance in check. And it seems that apple cider vinegar can also directly impact these factors. In fact, animal studies highlighted that apple cider vinegar can lower the risks and symptoms attached to diabetes and heart diseases. A lab experiment on rats observed that consuming apple cider vinegar reduced blood lipids, including cholesterol and triglycerides. But that's not all. A trial done by the American Diabetes Association on 10 adults with type 2 diabetes found that consuming apple cider vinegar with a carbohydrate-rich meal improved blood glucose and insulin response by up to 34% post-meal. Pretty impressive, right? Another study tried something different and gave 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to adults with type 2 diabetes before bedtime. As a result, they observed that apple cider vinegar reduced fasting blood sugar by up to 4% the next morning. All in all, research suggests that apple cider vinegar can help reduce fasting blood glucose post-meal, insulin resistance, blood lipids, and risk factors associated with excess weight. But while this vinegar seems to be like a superhouse for diabetics, are there any downsides to apple cider vinegar? And if so, how can you consume it safely to experience some of its benefits? Let's find out by looking at the downsides of apple cider vinegar. While apple cider vinegar offers clear health benefits, experts have also raised concerns about the potential side effects that can come with consuming this acidic tonic. Apple cider vinegar has shown to help manage blood glucose by slowing down the digestive process and the absorption of glucose in the bloodstream. However, this can trigger symptoms of gastroparesis. Gastroparesis is a condition that affects people with diabetes, when food in the stomach is not processed at a normal rate. A study in adults with type 1 diabetes observed that consuming 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar increased the symptoms and risks of gastroparesis. More studies have also shown that overall, apple cider vinegar may trigger digestive issues, including bloating, gas, and indigestion. Apple cider vinegar has also shown to reduce mineral levels of potassium in the body. Potassium deficiency has been linked with an increase in risk factors for type 2 diabetes. So while these side effects are important to take into consideration, it is worth noting that most downsides were observed when people consumed a high amount of apple cider vinegar. Experts note that consuming 1 tablespoon daily of apple cider vinegar diluted in water is a safe option. If you're a diabetic, it's best to chat with your doctor to find the amount and recurrence that works for you. Apple cider vinegar is a probiotic-rich drink that can help manage your diabetes. But let's see if our other contender, kombucha, does it better. Before we ferment the data on kombucha, are you ready for a free gift? Discover an entire world of diabetes-fighting foods with our new book, 10 Incredible Foods That Reduce Blood Sugar. Plus, you'll discover the real reason why type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease are increasing at an alarming rate, and find out what really works when it comes to preventing these illnesses by watching our free 1-hour documentary, The Scary Truth About Sugar. Both gifts are free and waiting for you to grab them in the description box below. And now, let's introduce our contender number 2, kombucha. This sweet and fizzy drink has quickly become the healthy soda we've been looking for. It supposedly contains less sugar and is full of probiotics, and unlike apple cider vinegar, kombucha is delicious and easy to drink. But is it a healthy and beneficial option for diabetics? That's what we're about to explore with the nutritional facts of kombucha. Kombucha is made of yeast, sugar, and black or green tea, which is left fermenting for 1 to 2 weeks. During that time, bubbly acid and healthy bacteria form as the yeast eats away the sugar. A mushroom-like blob known as SCOBY also starts growing into the liquid, filling the drink with healthy probiotics. At its core, kombucha contains various plant compounds, acetic acids, lactic acid, and EGCG, a powerful antioxidant found in tea that is shown to reduce inflammation linked to diabetes. In fact, kombucha may provide the same health benefits as green tea. Studies have noted that drinking green tea can help reduce body weight, cholesterol, and blood glucose. A review of 7 trials involving 1,133 participants concluded that the EGCG found in green tea significantly reduced fasting blood glucose and fasting insulin concentration. So while just like apple cider vinegar, kombucha is limited in vitamins and minerals. It comes with an array of powerful acids, probiotics, and antioxidants that may be extremely helpful for diabetics. Let's explore this more in depth by looking at the benefits of kombucha for diabetics. Some of the main factors playing a role in diabetes are blood glucose, blood lipids, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation. Kombucha is showing promising results in decreasing these factors thanks to its unique composition. Let's start with chronic inflammation. As a diabetic, chronic inflammation means that the organs are overworking to process nutrients and eliminate waste. When the body is chronically inflamed, it can modify cells and increase insulin resistance. The EGCG antioxidants found in kombucha have shown to inhibit the production of pro-inflammatory cells in the body. Several experiments on rats have also found that drinking kombucha regularly could enhance the body's detoxing process and reduce liver toxicity by up to 70% thanks to its high amount of antioxidants. Boosting the body to detox has been linked with a few benefits for diabetics, including reducing cholesterols, blood glucose levels, and insulin resistance. Several animal experiments observed that kombucha could slow down the digestion of carbohydrates, reduce LDL cholesterol after 30 days of daily consumption, and decrease the risk for diabetes complications. While more human trials are required to observe these effects with kombucha, plenty of studies have been conducted around green and black tea, which validate these results. And as experts have noted that kombucha is made of the same compounds, this suggests that it would be as efficient for diabetics. But you might wonder, wouldn't it be easier to drink tea instead? Well, the difference between tea and kombucha is that the fuzzy tonic also comes with a lot of probiotics. Probiotics are essential for the good functioning of our gut, liver, and overall digestive organs, which controls how nutrients are processed in the body, including the converted glucose that enters the blood. A 2016 study in 1,005 participants with type 2 diabetes concluded that probiotics can be 95% effective at regulating blood glucose. All in all, kombucha seems to offer plenty of benefits for diabetes, but can you enjoy it without worry? Let's find out by looking at the downsides of kombucha. Yes, kombucha will have certain downsides you need to be careful of as a diabetic. Not all kombucha is created equal. Commercial kombucha often comes with added sugar, which can trigger more insulin resistance, blood glucose spikes, and other diabetes complications. Depending on the brand, it is estimated that one serving of kombucha can have up to 28 grams of sugar. And while this is very scary news for your diabetes, certain brands do stay organic and don't contain any sugar. But organic options may also come with different downsides for diabetics, as kombucha is unpasteurized. It does contain a small amount of caffeine from tea and a small amount of alcohol. A study done by the American Diabetes Association noted that caffeine and alcohol can impair glucose control and increase insulin resistance. However, kombucha might not contain enough caffeine to be detrimental for diabetics. The brand Brew Doctor reveals that there is up to 15 milligrams of caffeine in one bottle of kombucha. A regular cup of green tea will contain around 50 milligrams of caffeine. And while this dosage can also vary from brand to brand, kombucha stays a safe option for diabetics, as long as you watch out for its countenance and consume it mindfully. Experts note that kombucha shouldn't be consumed in excess. Rather, it should be enjoyed one cup at a time, sparingly in the diet. So, in this showdown, who wins? As you can see, both apple cider vinegar and kombucha provide a rich amount of acetic acids and probiotics. They also both help regulate blood lipids, insulin resistance, inflammation, and blood glucose. But, as this is a match, there can only be one winner. And in this case, it is kombucha. While apple cider vinegar does have more human studies under its belt, kombucha and its close link to green tea have proven to be more valuable for diabetics, thanks to its antioxidant compound. Apple cider vinegar also has more prominent downsides for diabetics, as kombucha's sugar and caffeine can easily be avoided depending on the brand you drink. Finally, there's no denying that kombucha is much more enjoyable to drink than apple cider vinegar. So there you have it, the ultimate showdown of probiotic-rich drinks for diabetics. Are you surprised by the result? Share your thoughts with a fellow diabetic in the comments section below. And before you leave, make sure to claim your free gift by clicking the link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button for more diabetics talk. Thanks for watching. We hope you're having a diabetes fighting day.